when I have the opportunity to talk about education abroad, there are pitfalls. I always tell people things you should avoid. You should avoid. There are certain things you should not do if you really want to get a visa. These are some of them. One, the things you should never do, or you should be mindful of. Avoid the use of street or inexperienced agent because they can destroy your future travel opportunities. When you decide that you want to travel abroad, you want to study abroad, that is my area. Don't just give your document to people to do it for you because they have done it for just somebody for you to see, or they have an office. Please make sure that you give it to somebody who is experienced, who is a professional, who is an industrial player, who is well established and knows the nitty-gritties of the business. Other than that, you can find yourself in a big trouble. Rexford got his visa genuinely, got admission to his school, paid his school fee, got his visa genuinely. But unfortunately, when he got to the UK, his visa was cancelled. One of the compelling reasons was because he was handled by an inexperienced agent. I will not talk about the agent because that is not important anymore. So you need to be very careful that you don't give your documents to people to work for you because, oh, they are also agents. They should be well-versed agents. As I'm talking to you now, UK government has changed certain things. There's a report about visa process in Ghana. And if you don't know, if you don't have an agent who is an industrial player, he doesn't know this. So even if you are messing up, nobody will tell you. So one of the pitfalls to avoid is don't give your document to street agents on the street who do not have office, who are not experienced, who themselves have not benefited, who do not have experience in the field. You need to be very careful. That's one. Avoid agents who charge and provide everything, bank statements, sponsorship from unapproved institutions. Now, nowadays, there's a report from the UK government that so the whole world, Ghana is among the top 10 countries, they refuse a lot of visa. They refuse a lot of visa. Visa refusal rate for Ghana alone is 14.8%. So if we have 100 people going to apply for visa, about 15 of them are getting visa refusal. Why is it so? 14.8% visa refusal rate, student visa rate in Ghana, and a whole lot one. So what I want you to know is that avoid agents who will charge you and provide everything. They'll say, oh, we will do everything for you. Then they'll get you letters from district assemblies. Kumasi Metropolitan, Achiman Ponwa District Assembly, and they'll give you letters from there that they are sponsored. They are all fake. You won't get a visa. So if you are going to do that, be careful. Let's go. Be mindful of individual agents who handle your application without knowing details about documents submitted, emails created. We have had clients who come to us. Somebody worked for them. They have been refused a visa. We ask them, where is the visa refusal letter? They don't have it. Where is the application form? They don't have it. Why were you refused the visa? They don't know it. Why? Because it was the agent who did everything and did not disclose it to you. So now that they even have a better opportunity, they don't know how to process it. So my humble appeal to you is that do not give your document to people who do your application without you being involved. You don't know what happened. You don't know what went on. Be careful and don't do business like that. Make sure the agent is someone who is well-versed and is ready to share every information with you. For example, your visa application form, he will look through, he will check it. You too will look through and check it, and you give your consent and say, these documents are genuine and it is legit, and therefore you consented that it should be submitted. You must have access to emails and password and be able to verify and check even all documents are being submitted on your behalf. Avoid trusting agent doing everything on your behalf without your engagement. Always check the application form to see the information, documents are correct to the best of your knowledge. If you don't check the application form and there's an error, at the end of the day, you will find yourself in trouble. So even if an agent is doing something for you, make sure you yourself, you also pay attention to the information. For example, if they have entered your passport number different, if they have entered your date of birth different, if there's a visa refusal, it's not going to affect the agent, it is you. So be careful you do your part. Avoid choosing schools without considering factors such as cost of tuition. Now, a lot of fake agents or bogus agents, what they do is that they'll apply to a school where you don't even pay any tuition deposit or small tuition deposits. Now, there's a report, and I want you to be aware. If you choose any school where you pay like £1,000 if the school fees is £18,000 and you only pay £1,000. The embassy knows that you are not a genuine student. You just want to. So all the connection guys, what they have been doing is that they apply to a school where you only pay small amount of money, so that when you get the visa, then you don't go to school. There are a lot of, so because of that, a lot of students are being interviewed, and when they interview you, most often, if they interview you're not lucky, if you get 9 out of 10 questions wrong, 1 out of 10 questions even wrong, they can refuse you on that. And the pitfall here, I want you to avoid this. If, for example, somebody is working for you, apply to a school, and the school fees is so high, meanwhile, you yourself cannot pay for it. Even you yourself cannot work and pay for it. You should know that it could lead to visa rejection. So avoid choosing schools without considering factors such as cost of tuition. The school that you want to attend, have you checked the tuition fees? If you pay part in Ghana, can you work and pay the rest in UK? Do you have a sponsor who will take care of the rest for you? You should be careful about it. Number 2, initial deposit of the fees. How much is the school asking you to pay first? After that, does the school have a payment plan? Is the agent aware of the payment plan? Because I have a student who has not been able to pay his school fees. And if you did not pass through a good agent, the school can cancel your visa because you are owing them. They'll send your email to the Home Office or UK Immigration and say that you are owing, so that you cancel your visa. So before you select a school, you need to consider all these CAS requirements. There are some schools, they will give you CAS provided you have met English proficiency. So if you don't do due diligence, you will find yourself in a big trouble. Job and accommodation issues there. If you choose a school in any place in UK, have you considered, can you get a job there? Is it easier to find a job there? If it is not easier to find a job and you choose to go to that school, how are you going to survive? Accommodation. Can you get a place to rent? How much is the rate? You need to pay attention to all these factors before you decide to say, okay, I want to go to school A or school B. So don't just let anybody choose a school. So at the work Astolins we do here is we make sure that at the end of the day, we ask you intelligent questions, ask you questions concerning your personal profile. And when you are satisfied, and we are satisfied, then we say, okay, go to school A. So before we nominate a school or we select a school for you, then we have considered all those factors and we know that that school is the best so far as your future career and educational goals are concerned. Disclose information such as visa rejection. If you have been refused a visa to any country, it is good you disclose it. If you don't disclose it, they find out, they will refuse you the visa, ban you, and also take your deposit. If you have been granted a visa, passport, stamp in Ghana, borders and airport, there are some of you, you know very well that you have not traveled outside Ghana, not even to Togo, but a connection man took your passport and took it to Togo border, Benin border, Cote d'Ivoire border, even Ghana airport, and they have put some stamp in it as if you have traveled before. All these, the UK immigration or embassy or the UK Home Office can verify to check if you did travel. And if it was just something somebody did keke for you, you can be refused a visa and be banned. I want to give you a scenario where a guy who has not traveled to Togo before, but a connection man took his passport and went and stamped it in Togo. But when the guy collected his passport, he didn't know that the guy did it and used it to apply for a visa. Because he did the application on his own, he didn't check. But when he was filling his visa form, the question was, have you traveled outside Ghana before? He said no. But the UK Home Office found out that there's a Togo stamp in the passport. This means you have traveled to Togo before and you said you have not traveled. That means it is deception. So they refused him the visa and banned him. You see, that is a big cost. So be careful that you disclose information such as your previous visa rejection, visa granted, passport stamp in Ghana passport in all the various borders. This is very important. Pitfalls, do not accept sponsorship letters from. So if somebody tell you, pay me money, I can help you to get bank statement and the rest, even scholarship. At the end of the day, if they are going to put letter from district assembly, any district in Ghana, district assemblies or metropolitan assembly, they or churches and private firms like Astolins. Astolins cannot give you sponsorship because we are not accredited sponsorship. In Ghana, the only organization responsible to give scholarship to people or sponsor people are, number one, we have Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. We have Ghana Education Trust Fund, GET Fund. We also have GNPC. Any other organization would have to speak to Scholarship Secretariat. So if somebody is giving you even a letter from any company, be careful. You need to speak to a consultant. And I know their connection guys, all that they do is they pay us money. They charge you 50,000 and they tell you that at the end of the day, they will do everything for you. I want you to know that most of them are connection and you need to be careful that you don't lose your money. And at the end of the day, you don't lose your future opportunity. Don't waste your future opportunity with such people. During student process, as told, our service fee is 3,000. And today I'm giving a discount all the way from 3,000 to 700. That's what we charge. We don't charge 50,000 for a client to go to school. If you are paying me 50,000 to go to school, how are you going to be able to pay your school fees? So all those people telling you that even when you get a visa, at the end of the day, you can decide to work and not go to school. They don't know the rules. And I do not want you to waste your opportunity. And I do not want you to waste your future travel and migration history. So you need to be very careful. Now, I want us to go straight. Why you must consider studying in UK now. Why you must consider studying in UK now. This is it. No matter your grade or your class, I can help you to find a place to study. Whether you got a pass, whether you got third class, whatever grade you got, we can find you a school to study. No, you may not get every school to admit you, but there is a school that is looking for you, whether you got a pass or you got third class, provided you are ready to accept the advice that I'll give you, I'll find a school for you. Graduate with pass and third class opportunity to study, as I said. If you have HND, nursing, or HND, a 3-year diploma in business, HND, 3-year diploma in nurses or midwifery, or you have 3-year diploma in education, I'm happy to tell you that we have schools in UK where you can study 1 year and get a bachelor's degree. So if you have done HND in business, management, accounting, marketing, electrical engineering, and the rest, you don't have to go back and do a degree for 3 years again. In UK, it is considered to be level 5. So you can do 1 year up to level 6 and get a degree. So all those of you listening to me that you have 3-year diploma in business, whatever, HND, you are in accounting, engineering, or whatever, we can get you a school. If you have a 3-year diploma in nursing or midwifery, I can get you admission to study 1 year to get a degree. And if you have a 3-year diploma in Ghana, from Ghana Training College, I can also get you admission to do 1 year and get a degree in UK. This is fantastic. If you have SSC with grade A and B, listen, in UK, if you have SSC graduate or WASI graduate, you are not eligible to do a degree direct. However, there's a good news. If you are a secondary school graduate and you had A, B, and C, we can get you admission to do a degree direct for 3 years. You don't have to go and do a foundation. This is fantastic. Now, no matter the course you also did, if you meet a good consultant like staff of Astor, we can advise you to switch your course. So if, let's say, you even did business, we can switch your course for you to do courses like healthcare, whatever. When you book appointment with me, when we get there, I'll show you how to go about it. UK, one of the good things about UK is that it's an equal opportunity nation as compared to other EU states. So I compare to other European Union nations. UK is a country, no matter where you are coming from, you can get a professional job. I studied in Ghana, continuing education in UK, and I got a job as a science teacher in UK. So even though I'm a Ghanaian, had my education and degree here, the fact that I had a chance to travel to UK to study, I was able to teach in UK. So you too can do the same. You can be a nurse, you can be a teacher, you can be a lawyer, you can be an engineer, a doctor, a pharmacist, whatever, provided you go through the system. And I can tell you that in as much as discrimination and a lot of racism in many, UK is a place I can vouch for it that you will not be discriminated and you have a sound, secure atmosphere to study without being intimidated. UK being an English-speaking nation will enable you to easily adapt to their culture and be able to engage with their institutions. I mean, once it's an English-speaking nation, you can easily adapt. UK is a multicultural society which respect and value other people's culture. So you should know that if you study in the UK, it's a multicultural society. Every religion is being practiced in the UK, and every ethnic group on this earth is found in the UK, and you can easily adapt engage, and find yourself comfortable. And then the last thing I want to say is that getting a qualification from UK will always put you ahead of your competitors. One of the things that has put me high is getting a qualification from the UK. It will always be a plus for you, and it will always put you ahead, and it give you some boost or confidence so far as your international employment is concerned. Before I came to Ghana, I got a school in the United States, in UAE. All of them were willing to give me a job that was going to pay me about $70,000, somewhere 2010 and the rest, but I chose to come and do my work. So now, if you choose to study in the UK, depending on what you study, a lot of global firms will be happy to employ you. Why must you consider UK? UK tuition fee is cheaper than USA. Now, currently, if you choose to study in the UK, if, for example, a master's degree in UK is averagely £12,000 a year, averagely. £12,000 about 100,000 Ghana cedis. I want to tell you that if you do the same course in US, you pay about $25,000 a year. And if for a 2-year master, you need $50,000. That is almost 375,000 Ghana cedis. A lot of money. A lot of money. So and Canada too, you have to study for 2 years to get a master's degree. The average tuition fee for a master's degree in Canada is about 20,000. So for 2 years, you need 40,000. That is about 160,000 Ghana cedis. So if you look at it, UK tuition fee is not cheaper than Australia, Canada, and USA. Then, as I said, UK being an English-speaking nation will enable you to easily adapt and the rest, and you can find yourself comfortable. Why must you consider studying in UK now? UK has high student visa approval rate compared to the countries mentioned. So the rate at which UK will give you a student visa is higher than US, Canada, and Australia. It is much easier. You can pay your tuition fee in installment as a student. Most of the UK universities give international students the opportunity to pay their tuition fees in installment, whilst you can work 20 hours a week on study session and work full-time on holidays. This is fantastic. Daniel and Co will talk about it. Your spouse is allowed to join you. So if you are married, your spouse can join you and work full-time to support you. I don't know how much you guys earn, but if you are married and you are studying in UK, your spouse is allowed to join you and they can work full-time to support you. If you are children below 18 years, they can also study in a public school for free. Now there's a new policy coming on. If you work in the healthcare sector, you can work full-time without limitation. You get between 2 to 3 year post-study work visa. Apart from getting the qualification, when you finish your course, the UK will give you 2 years working visa to stay there and work full-time. You can switch your student visa or your post-study work visa into innovators visa, business representative visa, startup visa, entrepreneur visa. All these type of visas will lead into permanent resident. Secondly, requirement for admission. As I said, no matter where you are coming from, we've got schools all over the UK. If you look at my backdrop, you see all the schools I represent in Ghana. And you see that the requirement is we need your educational certificate and transcript, whether you have a degree, HND, nursing diploma, or teacher diploma. We need your degree certificate and transcript, or diploma certificate and transcript, HND certificate and transcript. We need your WASI or your SSC. Those who didn't do SSC or WASI, we need an English proficiency letter, maybe a letter from your university or employer to show that the degree was taught or diploma was taught or whatever was taught in English. We need a soft copy of your CV to know your work experience, a passport, and then any other document that will make the application great. We also let you write SOP, statement of purpose, which our counselors will help you to be able to write. This is what we require basically. And it doesn't matter whether you got past 3rd class, all that you need to do is to follow my advice. That is it. And you get a place for you. I represent this university: Aberdeen, Aston University, Swansea, Northumbria, University of Coventry, University of Law, Suffolk, Cranfield, Roehampton, Sunderland, Liverpool, Robert Gordon, University of Southwest, University of York, St. John, Harriet Watt, Canterbury Christchurch, Teesside University, Solent, University of Creative Art, Greenwich University, Bristol University, Anglia Ruskin University, and many, many, many more. These are the universities I represent them. I don't just select a school, I do my research. Before I choose to work with any school, my team and I have done a proper research, and we know that the school we are adding to our list of schools will be useful and relevant to our potential students. I want to give you some costs. If you choose to do your studies in UK now, what are some of the costs now? The costs. So for example, these are standard costs. You need a TB test. You do a TB test. It will cost you about 733 cedis. Your visa fee will cost you about 3,150 cedis. Then you need insurance, health insurance service. If you're going to study in UK, the UK government wants you to pay for insurance so that at the end of the day, if you are sick, you go to hospital, you have the healthcare will take care of you. And that is about Ghana cedi 6,000. So roughly, you need a deposit of a minimum of 10,000 to cover your statutory payment. This excludes the tuition deposit that the school will ask you to pay. As I said, these are some of the scholarship agencies we've got in Ghana, and you can apply. So most of the schools I represent can give you up to £10,000 scholarship. For example, if you had first class, you can get 50% scholarship. Somebody like Rexford will talk about it. He got 50% scholarship to go to the University of Liverpool because Rexford got first class in his bachelor's degree. So these are many more. So as and when it comes out, we show it to you. And based on your profile, we recommend the best school, the best course, and all that for you. Can I work and pay fees? Can my family join me during my studies? Can I get a post-study visa or work visa after my course or during my course? Yes, 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 yes. Yes to all these three questions. What do we do as an educational agent? What do we do? I'm talking a lot. What do I do? As I said, I have benefited from education in UK, and living and working in UK has really changed my life. In fact, the things I have been able to do, it's inversely proportional to my age. And it's not because I'm smart or intelligent or super knowledgeable. It's because I got the opportunity very early in life. I traveled to the UK at the age of 19 years and was able to get a job as a science teacher in UK at the age of 24. And this opened a lot of opportunities and doors for me. I know some of you could have done better, but maybe you did not get that opportunity. And that is why today I'm here sharing this information with you that you can take it. So as an educational agent, what do I do? When you decide to work with me, like I did for Daniel, Beatrice, and Rexford, I'll cancel based on your profile, your age, your qualification, your work experience, the amount of money you've got, if you are married, if you have children, what you intend to achieve, your long-term, your medium-term, and your short-term goals, and a whole lot of circumstances. I look at all these factors and recommend a school for you. Also look at your immigration, prepare you for visa process if you are likely to be interviewed. So I know whether you'll be interviewed. Some people, even when I listen to you, the way you speak, I know we need to train you, we need to give you special treatment. These and many more are the things that I do. And at the end of the day, we go through it. What is the process of Astolins? One, connect us to us so that we advise you on the right school. So we will base on the right course. What course must you study? Which school must you go based on your profile? Then you submit your documents that I've mentioned. Pay our service fee. I'm not doing this for free. I don't do it for free because it's a company I'm running. It's not for free. I charge. I have a dedicated counselors in Accra, in Takoradi, and in Kumasi. They will guide you and help you to write a strong SOP, submit your application to school. Last year, we did application for over 300 students to go to UK alone, and only 3 of them were interviewed. And the 3 that were interviewed, they all got their visas. So no visa refusal, no visa refusal. If only you pay attention to advice we give you. No matter, I've done visa for 53 years, 48 years, even O-level graduates and the rest. I've done visas for all of them, and they've all been successful, provided you are ready to listen to my advice and follow everything that I will share with you. I know some of you, when you are sick, you go to a doctor and the doctor advises you. Same thing, if you want to travel, you want to study abroad, you come to travel doctor. And I'll be very happy to also share my experience with you, and it will be relevant. What is my service fee? I know so many of you are asking, what is my service fee? It's true, I'm not doing this for free. I'm a consultant. My service fee is 3,000 Ghana cedis, but I do a lot of promotion. When I do Zoom meetings like this, I want to just help people. Like I challenge the life of Beatrice Kofi, who is on this platform. But I'm saying today that I'm doing the application virtually for free for anyone who has interest to study in UK. For May, we have May, June, July, up to September, next year, January. If you are here, you are interested, I'm giving a whooping independent day discount of 2,300 cedis discount. My service fee is 3,000. I'm giving a discount of 2,300 Ghana cedis off. If you choose that I should be your consultant and help you to study in the UK, May, June, July, August, September, October, all the way till next year, you can book appointment with me now. So my service fee has been reduced from 3,000 Ghana cedis to 700 Ghana cedis, which is less than $100 US. To get your place, you only pay 200 Ghana cedis to reserve your seat. And I have over 200 people on this Zoom. I'm giving this to the first 20 people. I'm giving you that discount. First 20 people that to book, I'm giving it to you. So I'm giving it to you. Just book, reserve your seat, 200 Ghana cedis. Now, what I do is this. You can send this money to send the payment to a mobile number 0244 502752. When you pay the money, I'll book appointment with you and meet you one-on-one on Zoom, or you meet me in my office. And then I'll share with you the kind of school you should select, the type of course you should select, know your migration history, your profile. Some of you, I know you have financial difficulties. I don't have to send you to a school where you are going to struggle. There are some schools, even when I send you there, the tuition fees about 25,000 to 30,000 pounds. Even if you stay in UK and work, you can't pay the fees. I will not send you there. I have to know which school is good for you, which area is good for you. And my team and I will sit down and assess your profile and give you the best advice that will give it to you. All this for just 700 Ghana cedis, but you're only booking your seat for 200 cedis after you have booked your seat and I've met you. If you decide that you want to continue the process, then you pay the remaining 500 cedis. If you choose not to continue the process again, then that is it. You don't have to pay the 500 cedis. If it happens that you are no more even interested in UK, but you want to go to another country, it is possible we will transfer you to another country. This is what I do. Of course, I cannot do this thing for free because I'm using internet, I'm talking and a whole lot. That is my service fee. So if you're here, you are interested, book your seat. Just use your Momo account and pay 200 cedis to our Momo number 0244502752. The name is Astolinks International. That is it. So the first person I want to speak to this great day will be our sister, Rebecca. So Becky, are you there? Becky?
Is it Beatrice?
Okay, Beatrice. So normally, Beatrice and Rebecca, all of them, I put you together. All of you are B. So that's
Okay.
it. So we are going to look at something that Beatrice is going to talk about today. And so let's see how it will go. So Beatrice, you are going to talk about, so Beatrice is talking about, so you have your topic. Can you share with us your experience and the information I gave you? Yeah.
My topic is why you should choose an agency like Astolinks.
Yes, why must you choose an agency like Astolinks? Yes.
Okay.
That's what, that's based on your experience, yes.
Based off of my experience.
Yeah.
Astolinks makes the entire process very easy and also free for you. It helps you with choosing the right institution based on your financial status, your previous qualifications and all that. It makes it very easy for you because you are working with a good agency. They also let you know about the scholarships available if you qualify for any. So you are aware about scholarships. It guides you through the visa application. You also make arrangements for pickup, airport pickup. It prepare you for interview in case you are called for one. They make sure you also link up with old students or people that he has worked with. So your life in abroad becomes very easy because you get to know other Ghanaian colleagues and mates here that they have worked with Astolink already. So I think choosing Astolink is the best thing that happened to me, because I have colleagues that came on their own. They were not aware of so many things. Some people did not start their classes early. Some of us, whilst we are in Ghana, not ready to arrange for maybe plane ticket and all that, we were able to join online classes. But some of them were not aware. So they came in 5 weeks later, and we were almost halfway through of the course, and they find themselves wanting, they didn't know what to do. Some of them were not even able to access their portal because they came on their own and everything. Some were even issued warning letters because they have to send in their codes. They don't know how to go about it. They're just coming for lectures, but we were prepped on it. You guided us through whatever we need to do before we even get on campus, because getting admission, coming to the school is also another thing. When you get here, it's a whole lot of process. You have to go in for registration and all that, what to do next. Some people were not aware. They were in the school, they were attending to lectures, they've not registered, they were just in the school. Then the school sent them letters to be withdrawn and all that. That is where they got to know they were not even done with their process. So I think working with Astolink starts from the beginning, and we are family, you are still with us. So that is what I have to say. And based on my experience working with Astolink, the first thing I keep saying is God bless you, because I can remember the first day, the question you asked me, what do you do for a living? What does your husband do for a living? And he's even sitting beside me. Sir, can you still see me?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, happy, say hi. He's eating though, I don't know.
Hello. Yes.
Sir, can you see him?
Yes, I've seen your husband. I have seen your husband. Yes.
From day one, you were with us. You asked us questions. And
yes,
I keep saying, we have to say the truth. We told you our financial status, and glory be to God, we are here. I don't know if there is time, because I have a lot to say.
So tell us, so your personal experience, and they're about the people on Zoom waiting to hear from, they want to know why they should choose UK. Is it beneficial? Is it economically useful to go to UK? Looking at what you were doing with your husband in Ghana, and now you and your husband have left. You are studying, your husband is working with you. Do you think there's value for money? Should people come and study in UK? How relevant is it? The process that you met, how much did you pay to her? Do you think that there's value for money, so people should come to UK at this particular moment?
There is value, more than value for money. I've been here in less than, today is exactly 5 months I came to UK, and my husband is already here. He's been here for 2 weeks. He's working already, and his daily his daily, what should I say, allowance or whatever is being paid.
And the daily wage,
daily wage for that 12 hours can be his 2 months salary, and then in Ghana. Coming to
his daily wage is how much? His daily wage is how much? When he works for 12 hours a day, how much does he earn? This is what people want to know.
He can earn like 140 pounds
a day.
Yep.
And how much is that in cedis? 140 pounds times 9. So go ahead, talk to us.
9.5. 9.5 now. Even whatever he used in the process, we can say working for two weeks already. He has got
1,300. So he earns 1,330 a day in Ghana cedis.
Yes, and I earn the same thing.
Wow. Very soon you will pay more consultation. Okay.
And the consultation fee we just pay 200 Ghana cedis, as you are telling them to do for the appointment. Then after you called us, you spoke to us. We did the necessary thing. It wasn't easy. You helped alongside the process. And I don't know, today, dear, I'm just so happy the words are not even flowing, because last time he was not with me, but today he's with me, and I can't believe we were part of this webinar. We didn't know our face, but with you today, he's enjoying fried rice prepared in UK.
So Becky, if there's somebody listening to you who has a similar situation like you, somebody listening to you, they are working in Ghana with their husband, they want to change the environment, they think the education, through education, they can also have a future. What advice do you have for such people, that people in Ghana who are working and looking at the conditions and they want to use education? What advice do you have for such people as they have joined this meeting?
Yes, my advice is, first of all, they should be honest with you. they should really tell you their financial status. So you help them with choosing the right institution, because it's one of the best things that they need to know, because the payments at Teesside is very flexible. You can be working and be paying with your payment plan with them. And secondly, no matter what they have to do to get money and travel outside, I would really advise them to do that, because you really get value for your money. As at now, I'm not owing anybody in Ghana because I've paid everybody that I might have borrowed from them before coming, and I've been able to help my husband to also relocate to UK. Getting job here is very easy. I keep saying, just get here first, start the process. When you get here, everything is easy, because we have a lot of old people that have worked with you before. They help with accommodation, they help you with what you have to do. We are even working with a Ghanaian guy that I can say 50% or 70% of Australian guys, we are working with him. And we don't have to say everything, because we forgetting the job, we do get the job. A lot of movements, you get to know. Life is really easy here, very, very easy. You are even as I'm on a tier 4 student visa. Even your old people who are on tier 2, I've already started linking us up. If even you want to switch already, I've been here only 5 months. If I want to switch to tier 2, then I'm going to have 3 years to study, and that is very easy. When you are there, you won't get to know things, because you see, you can't approach I don't know how to say it in Chi. But if you come here, I tell you, if you have a relative in abroad and the person is telling you doesn't have money to sponsor you in Ghana, the person is lying. There is money here. There is money here, because I can't believe the amount of savings we are having now, that even in Ghana, we've not been able to save that for the 9 years I've known my husband, because you have to do this, you have to do that. But with here is very, very easy. Very, very easy.
So can we speak to your husband? Can we speak to your husband just 1 minute? My brother, I met you. So I remember the last time we met. So we are with your wife. You also,
can you see him?
I can see him. He's drinking water. You went to join your wife. You went to join your wife. Your wife is a student now. So you have been in UK some few days or weeks, less than a month. What advice do you have for your 3rd week? So what advice do you have for people on Zoom? There are a lot of people here, but 150 plus on this Zoom. They are contemplating. They don't know. They think it's difficult. They are not sure. Even they think somebody will chop their money and all those kind of What advice in 2 minutes? I want you to summarize. What do you have to tell people who are on this Zoom and they think they are looking for it, they are not decisive, they want to take advantage to study in UK and get up on it? What do you have to tell them?
Take the advantage and come. If you have to borrow the money, I sold my car to come. So if you have to borrow money, I sold my car, I quit my job, and I'm here. No regrets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sold your car,
I sold my car, I quit my job, and I'm here. And then no regrets already, because I've been working for 2 weeks, and then I can easily buy my car for somebody in Ghana without paying. Like just working for 2 weeks.
Just working for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can buy my car. The car that I sold, I can buy 2 of it now.
This is very encouraging. This is very encouraging. This is very encouraging. Daniel told us, so I want you to hang
and then you don't have to expect to get your salary like at the end of the month, and then you have to stress to budget and thing. No, over here you just get paid weekly. You work last week, you get paid this week, so you can always plan your life.
You can always plan your life.
You can always plan your life. You no stress. Food is not expensive here. All the better food that you have been seeing on TV, it's not expensive here. If you are working here and maybe a day, let's say you're making about 120 to 140 pounds, and then you take 20 pounds out or 30 pounds out to buy food, it will last you for more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can get the meat, the chicken, the salad, the fries, the burger, everything inclusive.
Hey,
you even throw some away.
And say, I'm using iPhone 13
Oh.
already. Oh yes, I'm saying that because I have to sell my phone too during the process, and I've been able to buy myself, like, which I'm so happy about it. I want to say that choosing abroad, especially UK, everything becomes very, very easy for you because there is job opportunity. They are not racist. People are friendly. You go to work, they tell you, I would love to visit China. They make the place very, very friendly for you, and you feel at home. You feel at home. And they keep telling you, bring your children, do this. But others that are not working with agency, they found themselves wanting, they are still not having jobs and all that. But like with Astrolink students here, we are like a family. So you get to hear, hey, how shall move away? 14 pounds, 13 pounds. I'm speaking this because I know the people who have joined the Zoom. Then we tell ourselves, do this, do that. We are family here. We keep hearing about each day new moves, and we keep getting the money, and paying the fees is not a problem. I heard people talking about tax. What tax will you pay here? You are a student. You don't even pay for council tax. You get accommodation bills inclusive. And I don't know what you pay.
Can I talk about the tax?
Like we don't pay for tax.
Okay. With the tax, just consider that you're working in Ghana, and then you are paying you like 2,500 or something. That's your take home. Over here, you are going to make like ×4 for the month, or even more than that. And then maybe they take something out for it, just for your sake, because maybe you might want to stay here extra longer, and then you get your pension off it. And then over here, when you are claiming something, it's not like Ghana. Cobra. You claim your everything. When you overpay your taxes, they'll return it for you. So your money won't run away. Your money is transparent. And then you enjoy life.
Hold on. Okay, so Mr. and Mrs., we'll come back to you, beneficiary of Astrolink, Beatrice and your husband. Thank you. I'll come back to you. So as I said, our service fee has been dropped to 700. Book your seat now and have the opportunity to talk to me. It's 200 Ghana cedi you send to my mobile number 0244502752. That is, you're booking your seat so that I meet you one-on-one. Now, we also have, Rexford has a peculiar item, the challenges he encountered and how life has been with him after he encountered those things. So Rex, if you are there too, you also want to talk to us.
Okay, I'm here.
Thank you.
All right, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, I'm supposed to talk about, in case you've been refused or in case you've been denied visa, do you still stand a chance of getting a visa?
Yes.
The answer is yes. But let me say this, if you never try, or if you don't try, you will never know the outcome. So the answer is yes. Let's go through some few points. And the first one is, whenever you want to make a step or a move to travel abroad, getting an offer is very easy. I know there are a lot of students, especially if you like reading and you are a bit clever, you may make your own application. So the moment you get your offer letter, you think you are done. But that is not all. You need to take your visa application process very seriously, because there are some mistakes that if you make, they are not reversible. If you make certain mistakes, it's going to affect your traveling in the future. So get a professional to handle your visa application for best results. And when you go through your visa application, one thing I really liked about Astrolink is whenever they are making the visa application, it's not like other agencies where they just take your money and they say, we are doing it for you. You'll be there, then they will call you, your visa is ready, come for it. No, Astrolink doesn't do that. Throughout the process, you are involved. You are involved in every step. I remember my visa application, when the application was being done, I was seated near them. And everything that was typed, I was made to read through, go through every document, I was given a copy. So you need to engage them for best results. Then again, every supporting document that you will provide, it should be genuine. You don't have to lie. Even if you will lie to the Visa Application Center or UKVI, you don't have to lie to Astrolink. Make sure every document you are providing is genuine, from your certificate to your transcript, to your birth certs, to your passport, ID, everything should be.
Desmond, Rex, for 1 minute. Those of you who have booked your appointment, thank you, but we need your telephone number. Use your telephone number as reference number so we can call you back. So all those of you who have paid your money, Phoebe, Hammond, the rest of you have just paid and you didn't add it, use your telephone number as reference so that we can call you back and book the appointment with you. So all those who have booked it, we have May intake, we have May, June, July, August, September, October, January 2023, all of them, we have all the intake. So those of you who have booked, just put your telephone number there. As soon as we are done, we will call you today. Thank you. Rexford, continue, please.
Okay. So as I was saying, your documents should be genuine and you have to pay attention to details, like details on your documents, details, especially on your class letter that the school will provide. Make sure everything tally, everything agrees. It shouldn't be like you have a different name here, other name here. Your program, everything, it should tally. Again, whenever you are going for your visa interview, Astorlinks coaches you to know what to do, what to say, what not to say. First time that I applied for visa, I'll come to that. That one I went for interview. So I know I was interviewed for almost 1 hour. So I know how stressful that is. But the second time I was engaged by Astorlinks, that one, there wasn't any interview. I just did my biometrics and submitted my documents. And after 8 days, I was called that my visa is ready. So I went for it at DHL Kumasi. But even if you go for interview, Astorlinks will guide you, but yourself, you need to learn. That is why I'm saying pay attention to details. Everything you will go and say, Sir Rich will never be there when the interview is going on to say certain things for you. So you have to learn and make sure if you are going to study, let's say I'm in University of Liverpool, I should know much about University of Liverpool. I am doing fintech. I should know much about fintech. I should know why I am doing the fintech and the future opportunities. Why am I not doing another program? Or why am I studying in Liverpool and not maybe Aberdeen? So all these stuffs, they will guide you, but yourself, you need to pay attention and that will increase your visa successes. The last thing that I'm saying for this part, and I'll come to sharing my personal experiences, you can't be afraid to fail if it is the only way to succeed. I know that maybe you might be in you might have a similar situation like mine, or you have maybe immigration problem, or maybe you want to try, but you are scared. You are scared of the fees, you are scared of the amount involved, you are scared of maybe if it doesn't go through, I've lost a lot of money. Just put this in mind. You can't be afraid to fail if it is the only way to succeed. And talking of my experience, how I met Astorlinks, I had already started my course online with Teesside University. That was 2020 September. I started with Teesside University, International Management Accountancy. I did a whole semester and second semester, so 2 semesters I did online. I got my visa very late. After visa application, I was supposed to get my visa within maximum of 3 weeks, but it took more than 1 month. The visa came in late. I went to the airport and I was denied entry. Not Kotoka Airport, Heathrow Airport. I got to UK. I was denied entry because one document that it was a medical record that I got from one institution in Ghana was, they said it's fake because the institution is not well accredited. That is why I'm saying sometimes if you do certain things maybe on your own, you wouldn't know whether you are doing the right thing or not. You see, just that document, just a medical record, which is not, to me, I saw it as irrelevant, it's immaterial. but for them, it was very important. So my visa was canceled. I came back. I was told by many people, you can never travel again, maybe for about 10 years, unless you try another country. Even with that, you don't stand any chance. And that was when one student from Teesside University, still I've not met them. It was online. There were many Ghanaians there. They told me they came through Astolin. So why didn't you go and see Sir Rich? I said, okay, give me Sir Rich's number. I took his number. I kept it for more than 2 weeks. I didn't call. Then later on, I realized I cannot do it on my own. So I called him, and I called several times. Later on, he responded. We met at Kutuka. He said, okay, I will help you. So as he was trying to help me get another cast letter from Teesside to make another visa application, that was when he also told me, what was your class? I said, first class accounting. He said, sit down. I went to his office, sit down. Let's make another application to University of Liverpool as we are waiting for the response here. So we made the application. It got to a point I was so anxious. Though the offer letter came, and the tuition fees alone was £24,000. If you convert to Ghana cedis, it's more than, let me say it in the old currency so that you know how valuable it is. 2 billion. It's around 2.4 billion. I said, how can I pay this amount? So Sari said they have scholarship opportunities. So let's wait for that. I was sending a lot of messages just to tell him, because at a point in time, my dad lost hope. And let's say myself, I lost hope. I said, this thing I'm not sure is going to work. And how am I going to spend or get this huge amount of money to invest in this education? I remember I was there, I didn't just get 50%, I got £4,500 scholarship. Then they added 50% to it. So in the end, instead of paying for £24,000, I was supposed to just pay £9,700. And here I am in the University of Liverpool. And one unique thing about University of Liverpool is because the tuition fee is very high. If you come here, it's like most of the students here is either they are rich or they are Brits. When I say they are Brits, maybe they are natives or they are citizens of United Kingdom, or maybe they came with a government-funded scholarship. As at now, I've talked with many students in my class. I think none of them had the 50%. None of them had the 50%. Most of them had the 4,500. And one thing with studying in abroad is that it's very important. You may get someone who say, why would you spend this huge amount of money to study for a master's program in UK, whilst you can have the same program in Ghana? Maybe you may have thought of that, or someone would ask you, why would you want to invest so much? Can't you get the same certificate from KNUST, Winneba, UDS, and other stuff? Yes, you can get it. But it's not just about the certificate. It's about what the certificate can do for you. And it's not just the certificates that we are here for. There are a lot of opportunities afterwards. And that one, my colleague will talk about it. But if you study here, we know the educational system in Ghana, where you are being taught by a lecturer, learn, come and sit down for exams. Things are different here. You do a lot of independent research, a lot of academic writing. So you wouldn't just get the certificate, you become self-reliant. Academically, you'll be good. Even if you are not good, you will learn to be good. I know there are many students here who are struggling with academic writing. So as you are preparing your money to come, please. If you are not good with academic writing, doing independent research, that one, you start to do something small. And life here, the other parts which most people are interested, let's say, how do you get a job? Liverpool is a very big city. It's a very big city. Even the campus itself, as at now, I've not been to many places on the campus. I still use map when I'm going for lectures, because if you don't use the map, you lose your way. It's a very big, even the university itself is It's bigger, a lot of facilities. And Liverpool has about four big universities. Liverpool City has 4 big universities aside colleges, so there are more students here. And there are plenty work. As at now, I'm studying, so I just work for 20 hours. Even with the 20 hours, sometimes my employer would say, can't you work for 36 hours? They are willing to give me the job. So you see, as Rebecca was saying, it's easy getting work here. Sometimes when you tell someone you have to come and study here, the person will say, nah, saying, don't worry about that one now. You don't have to worry about it. The moment you get here, you get this job, then you'll be switching. You will just be comparing, because there are more jobs than people. Not in Ghana that many people are chasing fewer jobs. Here, the jobs here, they are plenty. So you need to make some form of sacrifices. And if you make the sacrifice to come here, I'm not sure you would regret it. Back in Ghana, if you go to KFC, you are seen as rich, because in Ghana, I never went to KFC. But you see that people will go to KFC, they will take pictures. It's like an achievement in life to visit KFC. But if you come here, KFC is like a yoko by the roadside. It's cheaper, everyone can go there. So any life that you dream of, just make an investment now. And let me tell you how I started my process. Before I met Sir Rachel, before I did the Teesside University, I knew studying in the UK is very expensive. It's especially coming from Ghana, where now the exchange rate is just going up. So I told myself, I need to save. Rebecca said she sold her phone, the husband sold his car and other stuff. Myself, I didn't have none because I had just completed university. So when I got job, I said, I need to get a lot of part-time jobs. I was teaching. And every money that I earned, I didn't spend it anyhow. I made sure I only spent on what is important. Just food. I didn't buy stuffs like changing clothes, changing footwears, doing all those stuffs. I was always saving. And I saved to a point that I know this saving, at least it can start something.
1 minute. I still want to say to those of you who are booking your appointment that please use your telephone number as an appointment, as reference number. Use your telephone. It is based on your telephone number we can use to call you back. And so thank you for that. So Rexford, can you wrap up here for us?
Okay, so all that I want to say is, even if you have immigration issue, you have visa denial in the past, you just open up to Sir Rich. No need to lie. Just give him all the details of what has happened, and I'm sure he will help you. And do not be afraid to invest. I said you can't be afraid to fail if it is the only way to succeed. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rexford. Dubois is a student I met. He had gotten visa. He would travel to the UK. He was refused entry. The visa was canceled, and Rexford had to be brought back to Ghana, met me. He did not just get his visa alone. He got a scholarship 50% to go and study with the University of Liverpool. And I'm such a brilliant gentleman. I'm so happy to be associated. He has done a video online. Maybe Rexford, you can share the video link online and with your experience so that those who are here can also go and listen. And I'm here in Ghana and people started calling me, even from Canada. Rachel, we have heard your name in a video. Then I got to know that it was Rexford. So these things we are sharing is real. I want to be honest, let me tell you the truth. I worked in UK from 2004, 6 months, 2005, 6 months, summer, and all that. When I was in university, I used to go and work. Then when I graduated 2007, I worked from June 2007, 2008 to 2009. Spent just 3 years working full time. 3 years working to open a lot of doors for me. So this thing that they're telling you, it's real. It's real. It's not like we are sharing a story to you or something. No. This business I'm doing, I have passion and zeal in it, not because I'll just come and tell you stories. No, I have not paid Rexford. I've not paid Daniel, neither Rebecca, not at all. I did not even give them prior information. I just designed my flyer and told them if they have time. If they had told me they don't have time, I cannot force them. So they are just sharing practically with you what they have experienced. So if you have been refused a visa to any country, not a problem. Just when you meet me, tell me the truth. Like those of you who have booked your appointment, when you meet me, be honest and tell me the truth. Don't lie. Say, Rich, I've been refused a UK visa. I submitted a fake document. I've done it. This is my problem. What can be done? I prefer that. Don't hide anything from me. Don't hide. If you have changed your date of birth and all those, there are some of you. I remember I met a lady when I was engaging her. When she told me the age she come, then I checked it and I realized that her age and her certificate mismatch. I said, this will not work. Tell me the truth. Then she started telling me the truth. Astolins is not going to ask you to pay me 100,000, not 20, not 10. If any Astolin staff tells you that you have joined this Zoom and you are paying even 1,000 Ghana cedis, it's a lie. All those who have joined this Zoom, our service fee has been reduced to 700 Ghana cedis. However, if you don't join this June, or you did not book appointment, if you walk into the office, you pay $500 or 300 pounds. That is a fact. If you go to any of our offices as a walk-in client, you pay 300 pounds or $500. It is a fact. But this Zoom, 700 cedis, you only pay 200 after I've consulted you or I've engaged you and you are ready to flow, then you pay your remaining money and we continue the process. That's all that we are doing and nothing else. So everything my panel are telling you is true, what they have experienced. And they are just doing this by favoring me. They've not paid them anything. This is reality. Rexford lives in, graduated from University of Education, Winneba, Daniel, Rebecca, all of them will tell you where they have graduated from, where they live, and everything they're telling you is the reality. That's the fact, is the reality. And I want you to know that even the 2-year post-study work permit after 2025 may not be there. After 2025, there's a research ongoing on which I've been informed. After 2025, they may take there. So if you have the opportunity, maximize it now so that you and your wife and your children can take advantage now. So if you have not booked your appointment yet, I have received the first 20 people. Well done, thank you. My team will start sending you email and then we start appointment from tomorrow. We'll start engaging you from tomorrow. And those who have not booked, you can still book. I still give you the opportunity. You can still book your appointment and send your 200 cedis to a Momo number. Then the last panel member who is going to talk to us is Daniel. So Daniel has a lot of experience. Daniel has a lot of experience, and what he's there with his beautiful wife, Sarah, who is my sister, Sarah Obinyeboa, who is my sister. So Daniel is also going to talk to you. And I personally believe that his information will be very useful. Yes, they need to study in UK now. They need to study in UK now. How education in UK has been relevant to Daniel. They need to study. And everything Daniel is sharing with you is true. Remember, Rebecca Husband told you that she's earning 140 pounds a day. She's working 12 hours a day. Remember this. So not every student can make that because he is working full time. His wife is studying as a student. He is working full time, please. And Daniel has also graduated from the university. I know Daniel has a degree. He even has a master's from Ghana. And then he went to do masters in oil and gas. Today, Daniel is working, I'm sure, in the healthcare sector. The wife was also a diploma nurse who was working in Takwa, if I'm not mistaken. And today, the wife is working in UK as, I don't know, whatever she does. And they have gotten sponsorship. The UK Home Office have granted them a 3-year work permit to stay in UK and work full time. So they did not even apply for the post-study work permits. And I know Daniel is there with his 3 children. Yes, with his 3 wonderful children, with family. It's been incredible. I did all the applications. So I'm here to tell you that everything we are telling is true. Daniel is a member of Church of Pentecost, and I know he can't lie to you, and I will never lie. I'm also in a ministry. We don't lie. I don't want to, there's something about astrology. I don't want to do something where it will not be true. Then tomorrow, when I am on Zoom like this, you come and counter it and say, what Richie told me is not true. Never. I've sent over 500 students in the last 2 years, 500 students and their family. So total of about 500 people. I don't have a single one of them who will come and say that life in UK has been difficult and they're disappointed. Not at all. Not at all. Not a single student who has gone to Canada, UK, US, Australia will come and say that everything Astoling told me was a lie. If there's anybody like that, come and refund the money. The Bible says in the book of Matthew 5, it said, a city set on a hill cannot be hidden. We are the light of the world. We are the salt of the earth. So whatever I'm saying to you here is the true thing I'm sharing. I won't say this and you go and experience something new. Everything I'm sharing with you is true. However, I love something in the Bible in 1 Corinthians 16:9. A great door has opened for me, but many afflictions. Sometimes you may have some challenges, but you need to endure because that vision will speak at the end, though it tarry. So whatever vision, whatever I'm sharing with you, I want you to know that it will speak and it will not be denied. You need to make up your mind. If your intention is to study in UK, get a world-class qualification that will speak for you tomorrow. Choose UK now. If it's also for economic benefit, you live in Ghana, you've been investing, you've been doing your master's degree, you paid 20,000 cedis, you did your master's, you are finished, you are still not getting a job. You are working as a NAPCO worker. Even 6 months time, your 700 cedi has still not been paid. The only solution I can give to you is take advantage to study abroad. And your solution, your challenge will be resolved. That's something I want to share with you. That is the true thing I'm telling you. That is it. So, Daniel, why should one consider studying in the UK now? Share your experience. You've got 5 to 7 minutes. Pour out your experience. Everything. I like what Rebecca was saying. He was doing analysis, everything. So people are listening to you and your words carry a lot of weight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Once again, let me say, I'm not just a member of Pentecost. I'm an elder of the Church of Pentecost, and I worship with Atunsu Worship Center back in Ghana. Now I'm with Leeds District. I know my whatever I say, a lot of people calls me after any program that I come to do. So my credibility, it's always at stake, and I wouldn't come here to lie. The fact is, Richie said something, and I love it. He said maybe by 2025, they're going to even stop the post-study sort of thing. One thing that I've seen in UK is that they keep, almost every time, they keep changing their immigration laws or rules. And I think that is why when the opportunity comes, you grab it today. I had a friend who came to UK in January 2019. He did not get post-study visa of September, just 9 months difference. I had opportunity if I wanted to go for the post-study. So when you get the opportunity today, you need to pick it and now. The first thing that I would say why somebody should study in UK now and not in any later date is because of the Brexit. You know, UK just switched from the European group. So now they are, initially, they used to have all the European countries coming in free without any visa. So the Polands, the Romanians, all those, let me in quotes, the poor European countries will all run in here and then will come to work free without anything. So they were people, most of we students were competing with them in the job front. But then good enough, because of Brexit, they all need a visa to come to the country. And most of these countries are not developing as ours. They are developed to a certain level. And so they will not worry themselves going through what we go through to get a visa to study here. So there are a lot of jobs, as Rebecca said, a lot of jobs. Rebecca and husband are saying 140. It's because they just started, not much of experience. I've got experience. I worked last night and I'm making 312.5 pounds just a day after tax, not before tax. 312.5 pounds just the night before this morning. And that is how it comes. The more you work, the more you get the experience, the more you are being I let my voice is a bit low. Can you hear me now? Richie, can you hear me? All right, so let me just continue. I think Richie is not also there. So my whole thing is that the first thing is to look out is the Brexit. Brexit is really, really helping. And it's helping us as students. There's a lot of jobs. And because of the Brexit, now they've got a lot of occupational shortage, and they've got a lot of jobs on that shortage list. And now recently, another thing is that recently they've introduced the 1-year health care visa, which your dependents can go in for it, which you yourself can go in after your school. They've got 3-year skilled working visa, which is also helping to remain. So that is also another thing. Another thing is I'm a family member. I'm a family type. From my church, we are advised not to always have a sort of family thing in our have to always be, I can't cook any better food. So it was really a problem for me. But good, and let's say, lo and behold, when I got here, I got here in September, within March, that is 6 months, my wife and kids have all gotten their visa. Unfortunately, COVID set up a setting, and then they couldn't come. But after the COVID, they were able to join me. Now my wife is working as a nurse. She's got a sponsor. My sons are in school. They go to school free of charge. So this is one of the opportunities. You might, if you lose this opportunity, it might come the next time you want to come, and then all these opportunities might be gone because they keep changing their immigration. So this is one thing. Now, the good thing also is there's post-study. Assuming you come to do a 1-year program, you finish your program and you don't have any alternative, or you've not gotten the job that you want, you can easily switch to the post-study, which it doesn't really, you don't need to go through so much. It's just a link the school will send to you. You go on there, you input in your details, and that is all. You get your visa, 2 years to continue staying in the country. And then another thing is that, UK have got a lot of opportunities. Normally, previous meetings, I used to put my number and people calls me and are like, oh, my fees is this, can I work to pay it? My fees is that, can I work to pay it? When I finish, can I get a job in this? I have always said that when I was coming, I had a first degree in accounting, I had a master's MBA in accounting in KNUST. And when I got in here, I came to do oil and gas. My main motive was that I'm going to be an oil and gas guru somewhere. So that was why I came. But now as I speak, I'm in the health sector and I'm a senior care assistant. And in September, I've got my organization is sponsoring me to do mental health nursing. It has turned around entirely. So what I was dreaming of as an accountant, as an administrator, it's off the hook now. So when you come in, I think that just come. The opportunities are here. So don't be in Ghana thinking of, I want to be this. If I look into our messages, can I get this job to do? I'm a mechanical engineer, can I get that? Please, the way we suffer in Ghana to get a job, I think that has also had a bit of impact on us. And we think that is how it is everywhere. The way we suffer in Ghana to get a job, where a lot of people have completed their degree and are not getting job. yesterday I spoke with a brother. He has completed his PhD in UCC, PhD. He told me that, Dan, can you speak to your man so that he will get me another PhD to go and study, because I need money to come and feed my family. Because he has done PhD in Ghana, but he's not getting money to feed the family. So please, you wouldn't come here, and when you are coming, the opportunities are enormous. Just come in, choose which one you want to go for. The opportunities might not even be in your field. And one good thing about this country is that somebody was telling me that Europe is the only place, or UK is the only place where you don't need a degree to survive. You don't need a degree to make it how you want it to be. So as you come in here, there are a lot of opportunities. And I'm saying it is supposed to be now, because now the Brexit has brought a lot of occupational shortage. I remember when I came in 2019, there were times that I stayed home for 2 weeks without working. Not because I didn't want to work. I wanted to work, but the work were not coming as I wanted. And at times they come and it's not like the way you want it. But today, no way. As Becky's husband came in less than 2 weeks, he's working. Amazing, because of Brexit. So I'm always advising people, if you want to come, it is now, because Brexit is helping us, and there are a lot of immigration rules that they are, let's say, bringing out new laws. Now, recently, they brought a 1-year care visa. It wasn't there before. They brought it just in February, just last month. And now it means that if you have a dependent, you can easily switch to a 1-year care visa. And that leads to settlement as well. So they've got a lot of opportunities. And I'm telling everybody here that I've never regretted joining Astonings and coming to the UK. You would definitely be nervous. You would definitely be anxious of what is going to happen. You would definitely, because you're going to a foreign land. But UK, I will not even say it's a foreign land. They speak our language. They are like us. And because they accept the fact that they colonize us, they see us as one of their own. And there's job. Come in here, don't look at the Ghana aspect. Just come in, and there's so much job for you, and I want you to take that opportunity and come. We are here to assist anybody, especially those in the northern part of England. That's the Newcastle, the Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Leeds. Just come in, call on us. We are here to help and assist you. But please, I will always say this, it takes a day to make the move. Maybe today is your opportunity. It's an Independence Day, and it might be a day for you to have your freedom. So please, take the opportunity. I took loan back when I was coming. I've settled all my loan, and I had a building that I was building back in Ghana. It was at the lentil level. Just from last December to now, it's been completed. Who am I to call myself that I have also been able to put up a 5-bedroom house? I'm saying it not because I want to boast, but I'm saying it to the glory of God, that I have not regretted meeting Astonings, and I have not regretted studying in UK. My kids are here going to school for free. My wife is working, and I'm equally working. So this is all I want to share. Just take this opportunity today, as I took it one day, and I made it now. Also take it, and it might be your turning point. Thank you very much.
You can also be there one day and it will be your turning point. This is from Daniel. You have actually heard it from Daniel himself. Took the decision, travel from Ghana to the UK. Now, that's good thing, for example, so I didn't mention about this. So if you can work in the healthcare sector, there's no limitation. And the good thing is that we've got a lot of schools. So one of the things I try to do is most often is that those of you are married, you have spouses, we try to get a 2-year program for you so that it will be a bit flexible for you. So these are many more of the things that we are looking for to make sure. So we do research and come up with some of them. Currently, we work with the schools. Please, I want to say that you can look at my backdrop and the list of schools we represent. I have them already. So if you're interested, you can go to one of our partner schools, and I'm very happy to tell you that we will be very happy to send you to a partner school and make sure that you get to admission. If they are, so we have Harriet Watt, it's in Edinburgh, Liverpool. We have Roehampton in London, Brunel in London, Coventry. We've got the London campus, Scarborough campus. We have the University of Cumbria. They've got campuses in Lancaster, another place, Aston in Birmingham, Canterbury in Canton, Northumbria in Newcastle, Swansea in Swansea. We've got Sunderland. We've got Solent campus in London and in Southampton. We've got Aberdeen. We've got South Wales. We've got York St. John in York, and then London, Winchester, University of Creative Arts. We've got Ulster, Robert Gordon, Teesside, the University of Law, Greenwich University, the Montfort University, then Anglia Ruskin University. These are many more are the schools we currently work with. We have direct agreements, and we keep engaging them to make sure that our students will find it good. The reason why we have agreement with these schools, these are schools we can really speak to them. If you have any challenge, we can be able to talk to you. There's so many things we share. For example, examination malpractices, plagiarism, and a whole lot. When you get your visa, we tell you all this. You need to be careful how to prepare for assignment and all that, how to use internet, intranet, and the rest. These are many more things that we share. So at this stage, I want to read questions. Some of them have been answered. If you still have questions and then you want to ask, what is the gentleman saying about abandoned job is true? My next door left. I say, okay, Daniel, my next door left for UK last Saturday. He said the same thing, lots of jobs. Okay, all right. So I want to finally, so Rebecca, so as I said, if you have not booked it, one thing is that some of you, after we are done the event, then you call me, oh, say, Rachel, can I still pay? Some of you are more than Thomas. You want people to benefit before you see it, please. If you just book your appointment and then let's see how it will take place. When you book appointment, so what we will do is after the event, we will meet you one-on-one on Zoom, or you physically come to our office, depending on your schedule, and then we will discuss about your profile and which school is good for you, which course is good for you, the financial, everything. I'll let you know the cost, everything. And once you are done, we take it from there. If you're not interested, we end it there. Jonathan Benya Akofo, you have to be specific. If your average fee for master's, what about degree? Is it important? This is Elvis answer. I am a teacher at the moment, and I got there last month, but I still not gotten a job yet because he just got there last month. You need help. So Daniel Evisansa is one of our students who just got there last month in February, and he says he's looking for a job. Maybe you can be of help to him. So Elvis, send me direct message and I'll link you to Daniel. Thank you. Please, how much should we budget for master course? And Elvis, send your message to the Teesside group that we have. Thank you. So Elvis is also one of our clients from Kofodu, I think so. Okay, so I want to give your last comment. So Rebecca, if you are there, what is your last comment? Your last word for fantastic people who want to come and study in UK? Your last comment, Madam.
My last comment is, I was once like you. I didn't know about Astrolink. I just joined. I got to know about it. I started with faith. Mr. Richard was with us. He kept telling us, one day you give your testimony, pray, and indeed it has come to pass. Because the day that we are doing our payments, I was there with my husband at the office. He was looking at us. We were looking so devastated, like our money was not even up to, but he was able to help us because he let someone paid my fees for me before I was even able to pay him, because things were not okay. But glory be to God, I'm doing so well. If I'm owing, I was owing, I've paid all my debts. I'm really happy. And in fact, I'm glowing, owing like to the glory of God. So please, I was once like you. And I pray that you have the faith and you start everything and you also give your testimony. That will be my last word. Just try it and you'll be happy. you'll be happy. So I keep having a call. I don't know if I was. Is it all right? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Becky.
Okay. So this will be my final word, and I'm expecting all of you. When you come to Teesside, get my number. If you still want to ask questions, you can get my number.
We have closed. Unfortunately, we have closed application for Teesside. It's already gone. So we will not do application for Teesside. But if they come to the UK, they can come to Sunderland. They can come to Northumbria.
They are all closer to me. But people who want to come, they can still call me and ask me for backdoor questions. There are a lot of things we can't say it online because other people have joined. They should call me if there is any advice I have to give to them. But trust me, they will never ever regret it coming to UK. The respect alone that you even get from home, there is too much. Now, if people call me, they'll be like, Madam, for no UK, no, they all any masters. Oh, okay, like, hey, they say, Mr. Mania post, Nyamia Domain, through the time, the help of Astrolink. I'm grateful, Mr. Richard. I'm really, really grateful.
Thank you. I remember when Becky and the husband met me in Kumasi. So as I said, if we know, as a consultant, I know who is genuine. If I know you are my genuine student and you are struggling, I also have a burden to support my student. It's not like, so when they were paying their school, it was late. I made somebody to pay the money even there in advance. And when they got all the money, they brought the money, they showed me that they were serious. And I also made them to know that we are there for them. This is the reason why Becky will not charge me and come and endorse my event and speak to me. I'm so happy. And that is what the relationship is all about. It's not just about money. It's about needing somebody to advise you, needing someone to give you the right information. That is how it is. People have faith in this. When I wanted to go to the UK to study, I remember in 2003, I struggled, and most of you here, I was finding it difficult for someone to help me. And I got visa refused 2 times, but I never gave up. I continued. You are fortunate that you have somebody, a consultant, who is telling you the truth, who is advising you and giving you all the relevant information. I don't know what else that you may want again. This is the best advice I can give you. A lot of people would come and talk to me, oh, Master Richie, we couldn't pay during the event. Then after the event, they now want to come and pay. If you come, you pay the normal service fee. I want to be very honest with you. Thank you. Now, a lot of people are asking me, how much budget should we wait for? Please, how much should we budget for master's degree? It depends, Mr. Coleman. It depends. So, for example, depends on the grade you got, a whole lot of factors. So when I meet you one-on-one, I'll be able to let you know the school that you are going to attend, how much deposit you are supposed to pay, visa fee and insurance. That is what I can say. Can I get PR after your studies? Kingsley Brown, yes, you can get PR after your studies. Like our brother Daniel has gotten the 3-year post-study. After that, it will be renewed for 2 years. And just after that, he can apply for his PR. Within 5 years, he can get your PR. Jonathan Benya, if the average fee for the master team pay, what about a degree? I think this is not important question to answer now. Do you offer sponsorship, please? What do you mean by sponsorship? Please, how much should we budget for masters? I think you need to book appointment. Everybody in your profile, I will not be able to say budget this because there are schools that will ask you to pay 50% of the fees. There are schools that will ask you to pay 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So depending on your profile, and some of you, if you got a second class lower, there are schools you can't get admission. I have to be honest. If you got a pass, your assessment is different. If you got third class, your assessment is different. There are English proficiency. If you are going to study in the UK, you don't need to write an English test. However, if you did not have C or D in your SSC, normally if you had C in your SSC or C6 in your WASI, it gives you open opportunity. There are so many schools that can accept you. If you got D in your SSC, there are few schools that can accept you. However, if you had E or F in your English, there are schools that can also accept you. We need English proficiency. So depending on your circumstances, then I'll be able to say, okay, because of your profile, this is the right school we can do for you, and this is how much you're going to pay. That is how it works. So I cannot say you need the amount of money on this Zoom until I've met you one-on-one and I've gotten to know your profile and information that I can advise you. Can one apply for a visa in UK to another after his studies? Yes. Even during your studies, you can apply for visa from UK to Canada, Australia. Your visa is a resident permit. John Coma, please, how much we budget? Another, Maunya, where is the office located in Accra? We are located at Kokomlemle. We're on the same road with Joy FM. Please, I'm a proprietor nurse in Ghana with IELTS. Can you do masters? Yes, you can do masters. Vida, please do you support sponsorship? I don't understand what you mean. My question is not answered. Please, I already have an admission University of Hull. You need to book appointment to meet us. Please, can someone with cars be withdrawer? Yes, even if you have a car, they can withdraw your cars. They can, if you do not do your assignment well, you provide the school find out that you provided a fake document and the whole lot, they can withdraw your cars and cancel your visa. We call it curtailment of visa. That's why you need to do the right thing. Can I get my PR after studies and how? You can. I think I've explained. As a teacher, do you think I can afford to travel with my wife and child at the same time, considering my finance? I can. You can. Sometimes you have to go alone, and then 3 months time when you have working with somebody, your wife will come and join you, and after that, your children will join you, depending on your circumstances. Can you please? Can 1 year degree student travel with the spouse and kids? Yes. If you're going to do a degree, I'm afraid you can't. Your wife cannot join you on the student visa unless you're going for postgraduate level 7 course. Please, the lady in Middlesbrough should put her number here. We will not put her number. Elvis, you contact me, I will put you her number for you. Please, how much should we budget for master's school? I think I've answered this question. Please, I have time for the information, very helpful. I've come to SHS students and want to go and study a degree program. Please, is it possible? Yes, K, it is possible. Nicholas, please, where can I locate in Kumasi office? Kumasi office is located at Sokwa Hotel, the Chesas building, opposite the Kumasi City Mall. Please, if you have lost your WASI certificate, can you use IELTS? Yes, you can use IELTS. And if you have a degree or HND, go and collect an English proficiency letter. Daniel, please send me on. Okay. Have the mind to, okay, those of you who have paid and you have not used your number, it will be difficult to contact you. Separate, this is Abner Dufe, please. When can we reschedule our meeting? Abner, this week we can meet this week, Thursday, I'm sure. Can HND graduate go straight to do masters? If you have a strong HND, those of you who have a strong HND, we can let you do pre-masters and from there masters. So that is possible. Please, I've paid my first 200. Okay, so if there's any question, you can bring it. Other than that, we are bringing last comment. Your last comment. What do you want to tell people? Your last comment. We have done 2 hours. We have 10 minutes to finish.
Something short. My last comment is that you make a decision now because tomorrow is uncertain. It's unpredictable what will happen tomorrow. So you make the decision now. Thank you.
To make a decision now, make a decision now, make a decision now, make it. That's what Rashford is saying. Don't mess up, make a decision. If there's opportunity, make a decision now. Don't let people influence you so much. Make a decision now, and your future will be exciting. That is what Rexford is saying. Make a decision now and not tomorrow. As I said, there's a research ongoing on, and I can tell you that after 2025, the post-study permit may not be there. Even if it will be there, they are going to change it. They are going to change it probably for only masters by research student only, and a whole lot, because they are getting a lot of people. And after getting the people, it's not like in Ghana, they just allow people to enter and do things like that. Even everything is by research. When they do research, they know that, oh, we needed about 500,000 people to come and fill the job zones, and we have gotten, there's no need for them to open it again. That is how it is. That's how it is. Please, I'm enrolled nurse, certificate nurse. I would like to ask if I can get admission for diploma in nursing. You have to do a degree for 3 years. Josephine Ajewa Boahin. Philomena Sar, if you're applying for a degree, can your family join you? Or no, unless you're doing a master. Philomena, I think you are my client already. Solomon Husu, please, do you help in all process until you get a visa? Yes, Solomon, we do application from the beginning till you get a visa. And after you have arrived, you also do pre-departure orientation to check that everything is okay. How current should be the English proficiency letter from your school be? I mean, once it has been issued to you, fine, just send it to us. If there's a problem, we'll let you know. So do you help in bank? I will not, there are some questions I will not be able to answer. Can I settle UK permanent after graduation? You can, it's a process that you have to follow. Thank you. There are peculiar questions, if you ask me, I will not be able to answer unless I meet you one-on-one, because those questions demand specific answers based on the profile. Thank you. Somebody said, I had 6.0 in my ELTC. Okay, fine. Depends on what you're going to do. There are some courses that require certain level of English and certain things, courses like nursing, social work, medicine, pharmacy, and the rest. It depends. So, but what I want to say to you is that no matter what you have studied, is TB test mandatory for UK schools? Yes. If you are going to apply for UK student visa, you need to do a TB test. It's mandatory. Thank you. Please, with that island, can ye in SSC? Yes, we can do for you, even if you had E in SSC. Rich, I pay, but did not use my phone number as reference. Backman, please use your phone number now as reference. I'm a diploma teacher, have taught for 5 years. Do I have many chances? Yes, you have. I'm a nurse mother. Can I get admission? Yes, you can. Nah. You can. After a degree course in UK, what's the next as a student? A whole lot. I think I've explained a lot. I get admission to Exeter University Engineering Department. Is it possible to get some form of scholarship or sponsorship with your help? Amadou Mahmouda, can you book appointment to meet me? And I think that'll be the time. Please, do we have to find a job on our own or Astrolinks? There are a lot of jobs. Astrolinks will not help you to find a job, but we can help you to prepare your CV and link it to our student, but we will not be the one to help you to find a job. Astrolinks all the way. Kudos to them, Richard, to the team members, Bismarck, Safo, Samuel, and the rest. God bless all. Thank you, Bismarck. So what is TB test? TB test means tuberculosis test. If you're going to spend more than 6 months in UK, you need to do a TB test to show they don't have, for everyone, including myself. Please, do you help in bank statement when applicant has less bank statement? Francis Yaodu, book appointment to meet us. Malik Abdul Wahab, I paid some time ago and I opted for 7. Do you have to pay again? If you did pay, you don't have to pay again. You don't have to pay again, provided you can provide evidence. Then you have to pay the remaining money and then we continue. Please, the Ghana 7, is it for the whole process? Yes, it's for the whole process. You only pay 7,200 now. After I've met you and you're interested, then you pay the rest. Even also, you have to, please, your number. My number will be given to those who book appointment with me. Thank you. Any question again? Please, can I get full scholarship for my master's? If you got a first class, we can think about it. If you got a first class, we can think about it. But if you did not get a first class, don't ask me that question. Thank you. God bless you for the insight. Thank you, Samuel. I've got admission to the University of Southway, which is a partner school. I had D in SSC, but they want me to write ILEC. Can you assist so that they waive it? Book an appointment with me and let's talk. Harris Osafo Aqua. Please, I'm making my payment now. James Coleman, thank you. Please, the number I should send the Momo. Yao, I think I know you have been a frequent Zoom attendant. So I'll send you the number 0244. I had my SSC first degree and second class with HND. I hope I can get a good program for MBA. Yes. Samwanya, please, can you live and study in London with ease? Yes. Will you be compelled to return to your home country with a scholarship? So if those of you are looking for Government of Ghana scholarship, remember that when you finish the course, if the Government of Ghana doesn't give you permission, you cannot stay in the UK. So all those of you are being sponsored by Get Funds Scholarship Secretariat, GNPC, or the British Council, or the UK government sponsors you like Commonwealth, Chevening, World Bank Japan, NUFIC, and the rest. When you get the scholarship, when you finish, you need permission to apply for post-study permit. So that is the implication, because the idea behind it is that you should come back home and help the economy, to grow the economy, maybe so that through your knowledge, the CD will drop to say CDs. Or if I say, do sponsor the application. Can you please apply with ye without writing IELTS? Yes, Anthony, we can do that. I've registered by sending this to the provider. What the way forward? We'll book appointment. All those who have booked, sent your money, we'll book appointment to meet you one-on-one. Thank you. Please, I have made a pay for me through her bank account. She said, I sent you my number. Please send the number to the Momo account. Don't send it to me. Send the number to a Momo account. There's a team responsible for it. Thank you. So Daniel, as you are also there, I've taken you 2 hours, which is a lot of money. Forgive me. Danny, James Coleman, I'm outside the can I still pay my money? Yes, we'll still talk to you. Whether, no matter where you are in any part of the world, just book your appointment, we'll still talk to you. Louisa, so what of us who send it through the bank? We will still not acknowledge you. So if you send it through the bank, send your telephone number to the moment and say you are the one who paid through bank A or B. They will check it and get back to you. So Louisa Adu, if you pay through the bank, what you do then is that, please listen, you send the message again to the Momo account and give them reason, how did you pay? And they'll follow up and assign it to you. If you have already paid for a previous event, but you did not continue after we engage, you have to pay again, please. That's what the consultant have told me. Thank you. Any other question? Okay, so Daniel wants to give us his final word. I've taken his 2 hours, which is a lot of money. Maybe I must begin to pay my panelists next time, give them a coupon. But all those of you are my panelists, please, if your family members are coming, let us know, give them special rates. I think I've done that to Daniel already, isn't it? So all Daniel clients coming, family, friends who come, special rates, special conditions, we give to them. Please, if I don't have money now for registration, can I pay afterwards? If you pay afterwards, you pay full money. Thank you, sir. So Daniel, what's your final word?
All right, thank you. I think before my final words, there's one thing I want to pass across. Those with spouses who are having whether diploma nursing or degree nurses, if their men or their women are coming, they've also got the opportunity to come in and work as nurses in the UK. When they come in, and especially even those nurses who are coming to do their first degree, that 1 year first degree, when they come, I always say that don't come and do the first degree and then go on for post-study. Whilst you are doing your first degree, you can still register with the NMC UK, and before you complete your course, you've already got a sponsor, or you're working with the NMC, or you'll be having your PIN to work as a nurse in UK. These opportunities are also there. And when they come and they call, I mean, we are not taking the name money, we only assist, because that's what my wife went through. We assist you and then advise you on that, and you can easily go on with it. And you can only get that maybe through our students. All right, so finally, what I will tell everybody is that the opportunity is today, and you need it now. Don't postpone it, and don't give excuses. You might be anxious, you might be thinking, is it the right place or is it not the right place? But I will tell you all the time that, as Rex said, it's only today, and you need to take a decision. And it might be today or never. And the decision you take today might be your turning point, as I said earlier. Please, you can't get all your questions answered. Just pay 200 cedis. The last time I said some people are paying 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 just to be taken as a teacher in Ghana. Some are even being scammed. They pay 3,000, 5,000. You are paying only 200 cedis and book an appointment. And you have the opportunity to ask all the questions when you sit in front of the consultants. So please take this opportunity today, and then just pay 200 cedis, it's not any money, 200 cedis, and then go on and then speak to our students. And I know they are going to turn your visions into reality. They are going to help you achieve your dream. May God bless us all, and have a happy Independence Day. Thank you.
May God bless us all and have Independence Day. I'm saying that after this event, you're not just going to have independence, but I want you to have financial independence. That is what is more important. Financial independence, employment independence, economic independence. We are 65 years and we are still struggling, but you can live in an environment with a challenge, but you will live above the challenge. And that's why I keep telling people that instead of you to go and pay your money to a connection man to help you to travel. Now, if you decide you live in Accra, Kumasi, Takrade, there are people who call themselves connection man. They make posters on the roadside around Bayport and say, you call them, they say, they can help you to get a visa. And then if you ask them how much, they said they'll charge you 10,000. Try to pick some of their numbers and call and see. $10,000. Today, $10,000 is about 75,000 Ghana cedis. If you give me 75,000 Ghana cedis, if you have it, I'll tell, don't even give 10,000 to a connection man. You have a degree, you have diploma. Use it to go to school and your future will be colorful. That's it. Why should you pay a connection man? Why? Use your money to go to school and your future will be exciting. Don't use your money. Don't give your money to connection man. Go to school, pursue knowledge, and there are many opportunities. So my advice to you all is that refuse to do business with connection people. Don't fall for connection. Sometimes you are a graduate from the university, somebody meets you and said he can help you to travel. Then ask how much, and they say, oh, 50,000. You go and pay them 30,000 for what? They are using the 30,000 to pay who? Can't you pay the school fees yourself? Can't you pay the institution yourself? So these are free advice I'm giving you. You go and deposit 50,000 to somebody's office, not even bank account. They don't have office. Somebody whose business can collapse any day, anytime, and you cannot find them. Even if you send them to police, they will laugh at you. They look at your profile, you have a master's degree, and you mess up like that, they won't take you serious. After payment, can we meet later in the month of March since I'm not around? Yes, you can, Theophilus. G. Wellington. Yes, Theophilus. So my advice to you is that don't use your money to do connection visa. For example, if somebody is doing visitor's visa for you and they charge you money, when you go to UK and you can't work on your own. I've been telling people that, look, there are some countries, even when you get full scholarship, don't go. For example, if you're within my age bracket, if you're above 30 years, if you're above, let's say 35 years, if you're 35 years and above, don't make a mistake. If they give you full scholarship to go to China to do master's degree, listen, or PhD, and you don't have employment already, that when you come, they will engage you, don't go. Not all that greatest is good. If you get the same thing to go to a country like Moldova, don't go. Cyprus, don't go. Russia, Ukraine, don't go. Full scholarship to do master's degree or PhD. In all these areas, full scholarship. I'll still tell you, don't go. Go to UK, Canada, Australia, and US and pay. If you're already working for a company and the company says we are sponsoring you to go and do masters or PhD, so that when you come, you use your skill to come and improve and you are going to China, no problem, because there's assurance of employment for you. You know, one of our panelists told us that he has a relative who has a PhD and is looking for a job. Why should somebody who has attained the highest level of education be looking for a job? Maybe he went to do his PhD somewhere and there's no job opportunity. And some of you, they even graduate from university. So after the university, after your national service, you're going to do your master's degree. You are using the master's degree for what? You will use the master's degree to work in a bank as a teller, and they'll pay you 900 Ghana cedis. 900 Ghana cedis, 1,000, 1,002. With a master's degree, you sit in the banking hall as a teller. Why did you waste the money? Because the bank will tell, they didn't tell you to go and do master's degree. So if you're looking at education and its economic benefit, you need to be very careful. You need, when you make a decision, you need somebody to advise you. There are some of you too, when you have money, you say you're using the money to go and build a house, you buy a land. Have you checked the flow of your money, the flow of your income? Use the money to go to school, you finish, you get opportunity to work. And from there, when you know that you are working and you are getting flow of money, you can build the house. But you don't use your assets to go and invest in a fixed project that does not give revenue back to you. I have applied to one of the UK schools, University of York, St. John. That happens to be on the website. Someone actually just sent me this link. Can I still pay for the consultation so that you help me with the rest of the process? Marilyn, yes, Marilyn, you can do that because that's one of our schools. Marilyn, book your appointment and then we'll take care of you. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thank you. Louisa Edu, please, do we have a call? So all those of you, we will send you a message, you book an appointment with you through Zoom, or you walk into our office if you're in Accra, Takoradi, Osunyani, or Kumasi. So that's where we have our office. The rest, we'll do all of them on Zoom. Thank you very much. So that is advice I'm giving you. So make sure you take a right decision. You don't mess up your life, and then you don't blame anybody for the chaos that may happen. Can I share my presentation? No, please. Is the University of Huddersfield one of your schools? I'm sorry, no, not one of them. Please, how about the University of Leeds? Not one of them. I'm sorry about it. So I want to be honest with all of you. if I just want you to do the right thing, don't pay money to connection people. Don't be doing connection. Connection will kill you. Don't pay money to people in the street. Don't pay money to people who don't know them. Be very careful. You can pay the school fees yourself. You can get a debit card. I've got my debit card here. This is it. This is my debit card. So all that you need to do is keep the money in your bank account and use your debit card to pay the fees. You don't need to pay your money to the connection man, to the agent. Pay the school fees yourself. Pay the visa fee yourself. If it's a big challenge and we have to, then you know that Astolins is big. Even if I'm the one paying for, you know Astolins is big. Be very careful. Be very careful. Be very careful. So that's free advice I'm giving to all of you. Be very careful. Be very careful. And don't even give your original documents to anybody now. Don't give your degree certificate, original. Everything is soft copy. Okay? If you give them the document, if they cannot do it, they won't give your passport back to you. And that becomes a problem. If somebody has applied for visa before and it has been refused, what you should do is find out. You want to know the reason why you were refused, especially those of you who have booked appointment. We are going to find all this information from you. Collect the refusal letter and the application form that was filled so that we know that the reason why you were refused, so that if you're doing the application, we can advise you well. Don't make that mistake. These are free information we want to give to you. So take advantage, maximize it. Even if you don't have money today, my advice to you is that don't worry yourself much. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. If you don't have money, don't force yourself. Don't go and steal. Don't go and do kululu. Take your time. We are still here for you next year, and we will do what we can for you. Will be advised to HND Computer Science with a second class upper. Should I go for a degree or straight masters? Depend. Only few schools can give you pre-masters if you have HND. Generally, if you have HND, you can do masters. But we have 1 or 2 schools that can ask you to do pre-masters. And if you pass, you can progress to the master's degree. So if you are HND, you are not eligible for master's. There's nowhere in this way, any competent school in this way, they will give HND graduate the opportunity to do master's direct. No, it's not possible. Maybe unless a school in China or Malaysia, where they don't understand the course modules very well. Any question? I'm ending here in 5 minutes time. So if you have any question, again, it's free advice I'm giving to all of you. Be honest when you're going to apply for visa. Tell the truth. Don't lie to your visa officer. Tell your agent find a good agent. I'm not the only good agent in Ghana. I want to be honest. I'm not the only good agent. There are other competent agents also in Ghana. Deal with them. Deal with them. But what makes Astolins different is that, so that makes me different. But that doesn't mean Astolins. I am a beneficiary. I've worked in UK. I've done a cleaning job. I've done farm job. I have done child support work before. And I have been a science teacher, teaching in, those of you who knows Great Yarmouth. I've taught in Fleck High School. If you live in London, I've also taught in Charles Edward Bruce School in Kennington, that girls' school there. I've taught in Battersea Park High School before. If you live in Stratford, I've taught in Homerton, between Homerton and Hackney, Cardinal Post School. I've also taught there before. So that is it. That is it. So that's the difference, because I have benefited. I've gone through the system and I'm sharing my experience with you. That is it. Please, I don't have a moment right now. Can I consider if tomorrow? I'm sorry, no. Please, is it advisable to go for a loan? Why not? If you can go for a loan to travel, why not? A lot of you will not tell you. Please, this evidence, I've sent you a message on WhatsApp. Evidence, I'll send it to you once I'm done different. After successful completion of degree in UK, do you also qualify for a 2-year work permit? Yes. If you do your degree, whether 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years, when you finish, you get a 2-year post-study permit. If you do a master's, you get 2-year post-study permit. If you do a PhD, you get 3-year post-study permit. So these are many free advice that we give. Anytime you want to travel, whether you want to go to UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, pass by our office, come to Kumasi, Accra, Takoradi. We have fantastic, great team members who are able to support you to do your application. Please, I have diploma in basic education. Can I study in the UK? Yes, Yusuf. You can do 1 year and get a degree in UK, Yusuf. So apply. UK schools don't charge for application fee. Yes, UK schools. Some UK schools don't charge for application fee. Some UK schools charge for application fee. Our money we are taking is not application, it is our service fee, please. Please, who pays the application fee for the university? The university, the one that will charge application. We have an agreement, so you don't pay application fee. Ivy Wayo, please, when a wife take the master's course, can the husband join? Yes, Ivy, your husband can join you and work full-time to support you. Please, can I know the total cost involved for admission? You need to book appointment to meet me, and I'll know your profile and advise you. Please, if I've understood with the degree, you can't travel with your dependent. No, you can't travel with your dependent if you're going to do just a degree. But we can package it we can let you do a degree and master's. We call it course packaging or integrated course. That one your husband can do. Is University of Suffolk part of your schools? No, sir. They are great counselors. Baba Mahmuda, thank you. Please, can I get in touch with you after the Zoom meeting? Because your client, thank you. Louisa, I think, are you the Louisa I met in Accra? If you are the one, you have my number. So send me a message, Louisa. Any other question? If not, free advice for all of you. So take good care of yourself. Yes, can you help me with University of Westminster? Book appointment with me, Mr. Bright Akpo. And I'm happy to tell you that it's an Independence Day. We have independence, but we don't have financial independence yet. I've been given accounting center class to study in UK. Please, how is 1 year tuition deposit in the UK? All this information you see and the rest, book appointment with me, and based on the profile advice, I won't be but I won't have GRE too. You don't need GRE, you don't need GMAT, you don't need IR to study in the UK unless under exceptional circumstances. Do you have any advice on loans for such purpose? I'm sorry, no, I don't give loan. Without much to say, I say thank you for your time. Thank you for getting the opportunity to meet us. We are so grateful to you. We really appreciate your time. And we pray that at the end of the day, we have a good relationship and do a great job for you. All those of you who have booked appointments, the application team will get in touch with you to know when your appointment with me will be ready. And I'm happy to tell you, if you have not booked your appointment yet, I always give people the opportunity. What you need to do now is send your money to 0244 502752. And I'm happy to tell you more. Visit our website, www.astolinks.net, to get more information and subscribe to our events. These are our contact details, and we'll be happy to engage you any day, anytime. God bless you so much. A lot of you have sent me a message that they are in the workplace, they don't have access to internet and the rest, money and the rest. So I've extended the payment till 8 o'clock a.m. tomorrow. 8 o'clock a.m. tomorrow. If you are able to pay from now to 8 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, you also be given the appointment. Thank you very much, and God bless you. May the Lord be with you. May all that you do work for you. All that I want to tell you is that have a vision. Your vision to travel abroad may not be realized today, but so far as we have the vision, it will speak and it will not tarry. God bless you. Stay blessed. I love all of you. I cannot end by thanking my able panelists. Daniel, you've been fantastic. You've been amazing, always standing there for me, even when I've not told you in advance. This is incredible. Well done, and I really appreciate you. You've been very insightful and very instrumental in our students. We have a great future, so keep it up. I'm really proud of you and your wife for what you are doing. Becky, God bless you so much. Your words are very motivating and very encouraging. Well done. All that I pray for you is that the future will be exciting, great, well established. Focus on your studies whilst you're working to make money in changing life. I'm here when the kids are ready. Let me know. I'll do my best to support you to bring the case. And Rexford, I want to say thank you for joining us for the first time. It's been incredible. Information has been useful. I think your profile information and your experience will go a long way to shape and encourage a lot of people. Well done. Keep doing what you're doing, and your future is colorful. I want to say thank you. The staff of Astolinks, my IT team, Enoch, Bismarck, who supported this and designed the flyers and all that. You've done your part. Then the staff of Astolinks, who shared the flyers, promoted it on various platforms. I know all of you, you did well. You've done your best. Well done. I know the future is exciting for a great brand, and we all enjoy the proceed from it tomorrow. And my wonderful participants, all of you have joined me. Some of you have joined me 2.5 hours. It's been incredible. Well done. Thank you for spending such a quality time to engage me. I know you are loyal clients. Some of you, I know you don't have money, but you always follow up me. Anytime the money can, we are there to support you. And I promise you that we always speak the truth and tell you the truth. We'll advise you and let you know what will help you and you have your family. Those of you who have paid your money, thank you for believing in our brand. Thank you for believing in our information. Thank you for believing. Jesus said, blessed are you who have not seen, but you have believed. You have not benefited yet, but you have believed to pay to progress. Well done for believing and investing in us, darlings. I can assure you one thing, that we'll do our best and give you the very best of all. That is it. I'm committed to this and we'll give you the best. I want to say thank you, everyone who have supported us, who have been with that, contributed your questions, your information, everything. Well done and congratulations to all of us. The future is exciting. It's a holiday. After this event, after I'm done with you, go and lose somewhere, take some drink, and then relax, and then sleep well and enjoy life. The future is exciting. Take good care of yourself. Don't blame anybody for chaos and challenges. I never sit down without a vision. Your future is colorful. God bless you so much. I love you, and I look forward to engage you. I look forward to see you again. Take care. You'll see our next event online. Bye-bye. Bye. As I said, you can still book your appointment from now to 8:00 a.m. tomorrow. And the number is 0244-502752. God bless all of you. Take care. Cheers. Bye.